Hi guys, Renji here, Dominic crushing, showing you guys metalphosis builds. Basically, metalphosis are normal psychic monsters. This is a pure psychic deck build that I ran with it. Most of these cards in beta, so you won't probably find them on DN, but you'll probably find them on YGO. So you're gonna run 2 Vol Flames. You're gonna want to run 2 of each metalphosis to be exact, actually, because there's 2 8 scales and 2 1 scales, and there's 4 monsters. Their highest is a level 7. Their lowest is a level 2. But the level 2, if you don't, well, basically, you don't really need explanations. You won't be running any XZs in this deck. Maybe running Synchros and the metalphosis fusion monsters. Then you're going to run 2 armored axon kickers because they're good, because the synchro monsters you're going to do, your main one's going to be an 8-star. So you can get this out with if you already have the tuner out and without tributing. Then you're going to run 2 of those, and his effect is good if you don't want to use them for synchro, basically. Unless, of course, you have your tuner in your graveyard. Then you can use this attack, because the tuner is kind of weak, so its effect will work pretty well. Then you're going to run 2 Pandaborgs. You don't see Pandaborg that often, because it's not necessarily like the best, and you don't really see psychic decks that often. But this card's good for this deck, because when it's destroyed, you can special summon a level 4 psychic monster from your deck, which is basically you get out a free gold driver here. When it's destroyed by battle, you pay 100 life points. And then your psychic jumper, you want to do this, like pay 1,000 life points, and you get to swap up one of your psychic monsters with one of your opponent's monsters, any monster they have, and you switch control, but their battle positions cannot be changed this turn, except with card effect. But of course, they do not switch back. And this is the tuner, 2-star, so yeah. The metalphosis fusion. This card has infinite recycle possibilities, because as soon as it's used, you can shuffle it into your deck, then draw a card as soon as you use it. And then 2 emergency teleports. You're gonna run 3 fusions, and then emergency teleport 2 of them, so you can get out that jumper or metalphosis card. Heart of the Underdogs. Metalphosis are normal monsters. Get that extra draw. The formation. I haven't really had much experience with this card because it's kind of new. Basically, it gives all metalphosis cards control 300 attack. Then while you have a metalphosis monster in your pendulum zone, which you won't have that often, but its monsters, metalphosis non-effect ones you control, are unaffected by your opponent's card effects, such as, which we'll get to later which ones are that. You're going to run 3 of these. And then 2 Brains Research Labs, so you can get out that Axon with that Psychic Jumper if you need to. And if you need to pay life points, you can use this instead with its counters. 1 Air Force, pop away those annoying monsters that are high attack that you can't deal with. Counter, this is a new card too, I hadn't really experience with it. But basically it says that if a card you control is destroyed by battle card effect, you special summon 1 metalphosis monster from your deck. So which you probably want to use this a lot to get out Volflame. And then during either player's turn, when this card sent to graveyard, banish. Except for during the turn. During either player's turn, except the turn, this was sent to the graveyard. Banish it, then add 1 face of monsters from your extra deck to your hand, which basically you don't have to pendulum summon it out, so you don't have to set up scales. Then there's Overload. Get that draw power by sending 3 psychic monsters and your gear to your deck. It's basically fusions, tuning, so you can get back any of these and make them tuners. This will be useful for a certain 2 synchro monsters that you'll be running, and then lose a turn because it doesn't. Now it does negate effects, but if they're a normal monster and they don't have effects to start out with, they will not be switched to defense, which really helps you. Then Tyrant's Throws. This is good because metalphosis, you can fusion summon into the normal metalphosis monsters, and then they'll still be able to be special summoned. And but you do have to tribute 2 normal monsters. Skill Drain, pretty self-explanatory, negate effects. Mind Over Matter, this is a negation by tributing a psychic monster you control, or normal summon, special summon a monster. And then 2 Cardinals, we're going to run 2 Mind Over Matter, this one is Skill Drain, of course, 2 Tyrants, 2 Lose Turns, and 2 Tunings. But tuning does have a negation, does have a bad effect in the end. Basically, when that card is destroyed from the field, or when this card is, well, basically, whenever that happens, you take damage equal to that monster's level times 800. So be wary of that. Then Cardinal, this is the hard hitter, the beat stick, is unaffected by lose a turn, and it's one of those cards that work well with formation. It does have a high cost, but it is worth it. Or Hulk, this is the one you're mainly going to go in for, because basically when he dies, you get just pop 1 card on the field. But he makes the piercing. He gives your metalphosis cards piercing, and it doubles piercing, like it does double damage. Run 3 of him, and then run 2 cardinals, and then 1 adamantite, because it's not really that strong, but it is easy to get out. Then you're going to run 2 Overmind Archfiends. This is one of the synchros I was talking about for using psychic tunings that you're going to literally need psychic tuning to do. Basically, unless you're going to have out freaking Volflame and Psychic Jumper at the same time, you're not going to get this out that often, or you could use tuning to get with Axon, or to get out Silver. Wait, no, actually you need 2 Emernuns tuners. It's my mistake. So you're going to need to get out, you won't be able to use it on Flaming, you'll be able to use it on Gold Driver to use it on Silverbird, and then maybe Steel Ren, or use it with Jumper, Gold Driver, Steel Ren. No, that doesn't work. Jumper, Gold Driver, Silverbird. Sorry for mixing up this video. It's kind of, I've updated. Same thing as Hyper Psychic Bastard, but this one you can use 1 or more. So it's basically you can do this with the Full Flame, Jumper. Archfiend is good with basically once per turn you can target a psychic monster in your graveyard and then banish it, and then when this card's sent to the graveyard, special summon all monsters banished thanks to his effect. Then there's Psychic Blaster. This does piercing. This pierces, and then you gain life points equal to the pierce damage you would be dealing. Then there's Ruler Archfiend. This is good because basically you can negate an effect by paying 1,000 life points. A spell or trap card that targets exactly 1, so it doesn't work on Regekis or anything like that. Then this Life Transfer. This is good because you get a heal. It's a good heal, but it does have a cost. Remember that you have to play 1 Psychic. Then Psychic Nightmare. Basically, this is really good if your opponent's running like cards they use a lot. So call it right, because there's no cost for this. Call it right, and then you gain 1,000 attack, 3,400. This can be the strongest card in your entire deck with this. Then Android to get that life points you need. If you're really low, you're gonna want to use this, but you're not gonna really use it that often. And I'm gonna go through the cards real quick so that you guys can see it for 1 chance. Guys, this is metalphosis deck build made by me, Dominic or Renji Abarai. I will be making an announcement now, though. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you need to. But I'm running out of decks to make videos on, so if you want me to build a certain deck, please leave a comment below of what deck you want me to build. And I'm fine with building any deck except for Lightsworns. I'm not gonna play Lightsworns. I'll let you know that now. You'll have to ask somebody else for that. It's personal hatred. So this is Renji Abarai. This video, metalphosis.